So it's been just over a year since I've been able to say these words. Welcome back, everyone, all at once, to Brownell Middle School on Monday, March the 15th. So I'm recording this, it's a Wednesday afternoon, but all of you will be seeing this video on Monday, March the 15th in first hour, but I'm going to send it out Friday evening so that parents and maybe some of you students will be able to watch it over the weekend. The goal here is to provide some information to all of you about our full face-to-face return to school here at Brownell. And there's some outlining things, some questions, perhaps some things that you want to make sure that are being accommodated here at Brownell for your wellness and for your safety. And those are important things to us as well. So I want to make sure that I address this to all of you, not just students, but your parents, community members, and our staff. So a couple of things. Number one, the entry and exit points here at Brownell will continue to be the same. We're going to enter through the main doors on Chalfont under the breezeway. The 5th and 6th grade students, you're going to enter that north doorway as you have. And 7th and 8th grade students, you're going to enter that south doorway as you have been doing as well. Now, what we are going to add to this, though, is at the conclusion of school, exiting school, we're going to open up the doors in the back of the building by the cafeteria, the same doors that we exit or that we go outside for recess on the parking lot. And we're going to open that up so that students who maybe want to get picked up on Williams behind the school, that provides maybe a little less traffic for you to get out that way. The other thing I want to make sure that we address, and I have to say this, I am proud beyond words at how we as a student body have been really focusing on wearing our masks, wearing them properly over our nose, over our chin, and making sure that they're tight to our cheekbones. We've done a fabulous job with that. Let's continue to do that. The one thing that we can do to provide safety to one another, to staff, is to wear those masks and wear them properly. So thank you, and let's continue doing that. The other is continue to use that hand sanitizer as you enter classrooms, as you enter the building, and that's very helpful as well. The other thing I want to make sure that we address, which is new as we move forward, is we have desk shields. And all of you have been using these desk shields, but now that the 6 feet distancing becomes a little bit more intricate due to the fact that our numbers have doubled, we're going to make it mandatory, meaning you must have that desk shield in the classrooms and up on your desks, and we are also going to implement the use of them in the cafeteria. And that leads me to the next piece here, cafeteria. So we are going to be having our lunches continue the same. While one group is out at recess, another will eat, and then we'll have 2 lunches, a first and a second lunch. Nothing has changed there. What has changed and what will be a little bit different is to the folding tables at lunch. We're going to be adding 2 more students to those tables, and that means that we'll have 7 students to those tables, and the distancing there is going to be 4.5 feet between the 2 of you on one side where 4 sit, and about 5 feet on the other side where 3 will sit. Now we're going to continue to have 3 at a table at the 6-foot table, so we should be able to have a capacity in the cafeteria of what was 98 students and move that to about 138 to 140. So that's going to help us to accommodate all of that. We are also going to have sign up for those lunch tables in the cafeteria on Monday, and you will be able to choose whom you want to sit with. But again, make sure that you sign up for the exact seat. And this is important so that we know where everyone is in case we have to trace students who maybe become ill. So that's very important. And that leads us to the next thing. In our classrooms, again, the desk shields will be mandatory, but we're also going to ask that we have some very specific seating charts in every one of our classrooms, and our goal is to know where everyone is. And we always want to use the 15-minute mark. When you are in one location for more than 15 minutes within 6 feet of another student, that means that we might have to trace you for wellness if someone gets ill. So that's why we're doing that. The next is to make sure that within the classrooms, we're going to be doing and working with, we'll dismiss one cohort of students maybe 1 minute before the classroom bell ends, and then another cohort when the bell rings. That will provide us the opportunity to perhaps have less hallway and locker traffic. And so we're going to work on that, and we're going to rotate what cohort gets to leave early versus the one that leaves at the bell ringing. And we'll rotate that each week. And so that will also help us at the conclusion of the school day. But again, when it comes to hallways, when it comes to lockers, when it comes to our backpacks and lanyards, we need to really continue to be vigilant that we are using our lockers in a less frequent manner. We're going to be allowed to have our backpacks, and make sure that we keep those backpacks out of the aisles and classrooms so that no one could slip, trip, or fall as a result of the use of those backpacks in the classroom environment. The other thing I want us to make sure is continue to be vigilant and make sure that you use those lanyards when we use our lavatory facilities. We're going to have only 2 people in a lavatory facility at a time, and so you hang the lanyard on the little hook. We've been doing that and doing it very well, and we're going to continue to use that process. So those are some of the things that I want us to be aware of. The next is I want us to think about March. And every year at Brownell, we have made it a mission that in March we focus on kindness. And that kindness not only means being kind to others, but kindness to ourselves. And that is something that I'd like us to think about. How can we make sure that we're doing what we can for ourselves? Maybe organizing our day so that we're not as stressed about finishing things at the conclusion of the day. Are we providing ourselves a little bit of exercise, getting out and remaining healthy, maybe going on a walk or things like that? Not only does this help us with our physical health, but it helps us to alleviate stress, anxiety, things like that. So today, here's what I'm going to ask that you do at the conclusion of watching this video in first hour. We are working on a kindness tree in the main lobby, and we want to stick little red, pink, or white sticky notes up there. And what we do is we write the name of a student on the back of the sticky note, and on the front we write what was that act of kindness. Doesn't need to be a big act of kindness, could be little. But also it can be an act of kindness to yourself. So let's say maybe you're going to make the decision to do something for yourself, to focus on yourself so that you can make sure that you're okay. Because when we're okay, we're going to then project that onto others. So kindness starts with us. So here's today what I'd like you to do. Get one of those sticky notes from your first hour instructor. I'd like you to fill out a sticky note for yourself. Put your name on the back and then write down what can you do to make sure that you're instilling a bit of kindness for yourself. And then, hey, maybe you know of an act of kindness that has transpired either over the weekend or already today on Monday, and fill out another sticky note. Put the name of the individual who had this act of kindness, put your name on there for filling it out, write it out, and then we'd like to put that on the March kindness tree for today. Well, that's the conclusion of what I wanted to present to all of you. And I mean this, we are overjoyed. We are absolutely ecstatic to have you back, all of you, all at once. It's been a long time coming, but it's going to take togetherness. It's going to take teamwork. It's going to take that school motto, together we will, to ensure that we are providing the safest environment for us all to remain in the building together, to learn and find joy in that academic process. So please continue to do what you've been doing. Wear that mask, wear it the right way, use the hand sanitizer, and together we will get through the 2020-21 school year and get to June in a great way. I wish you the very best and welcome back everyone together here Monday, March the 15th.